Here is a quick and dirty guide on how to decenter men in your life.
As a woman, the most evolved version of yourself has decentered men.
I decentered men for 8 months, so you didn't have to, and this is what happened. I was always the one to always be in a situationship, dating someone new.
Let's talk about what it means to decenter men and how to actually do it. So first off, what does it mean? Decentering men means shifting your focus. Instead of men being the center of your life, it's you. Essentially teaching yourself how to be an autonomous being.
The best advice that I can give any woman, I'm not even going to put an age on it. Any woman in this lifetime is to decenter men from your life. And I mean completely decenter them. Don't entertain them. Don't focus on them. Don't prioritize them. Quite literally, act like they're non-existent.
What's up, people? This is your favorite cousin, Rich. Let's talk about women decentering men. I've been seeing this pop up. I thought it was kind of interesting. And it's really just the same thing they've been doing, but only now they're more so publicizing it. My thing is, if something's not that important to you, why publicize it? That's because the people that you are decentering, you really want. Now, when I think of decentering, one of two things pops up. It's either not making the main focus right now so you can prioritize other things in order for you to have provision for that other thing to come in, or it's just not caring about it at all. And what I think a lot of women are doing right now is not caring at all. And the difference between men and women, I would say, not making the opposite sex the focus is, when men do that, is because either they've been in a situation where it wasn't conducive to them anymore, so they silently walked away and they're not focused on that particular type of woman anymore, versus women just totally saying, we're not caring about men, period. Like I always say, in your heart is of hearts, your heartest of hearts, in the middle of the night, these are the things that you really want: a man, a relationship, a family. These are the things that you really want, but you've settled on a certain lifestyle. My whole thing is, if you feel some type of way about a lifestyle, or you feel some type of way about a movement or anything of that sort, it shouldn't have to be publicized. It should just be something that you're doing. And I feel that because women are publicizing, them decentering men, it really means that they want men. Or else why would you publicize it? It would just be. It wouldn't be that big a thing to you. If you don't care for somebody's attention, you wouldn't scream, hey, look at me. But because you say, hey, look at me, that means you want somebody's attention. Now, when I take a look at women decentering men, it's all a response because men silently walked away from relationships. Men have been doing the silent exit from relationships for a while now. A lot of it because they haven't been appreciated, respected, whatever the case may be in each individual's life. A lot of men have silently walked away. They have seen that their efforts weren't appreciated. So what would anybody do, not just a man or a woman, what would anybody do if their efforts were not appreciated? They would walk away. And the thing about men is we silently walked away. It's not that men have been saying, we don't want relationships, we're through with women, we're not saying that. We just don't want to deal with women who have been westernized. The ones who put other priorities above family. Ones who live in their masculinity instead of embracing their femininity. These are the women that men have walked away from. We're not on a movement saying we're decentering women. No, we have not. We just decided that we are not going to make that a priority anymore, dealing with the Western woman. A lot of men have completely done with women, but but the root of it is not because they just dislike women. No, it's because the programming that the women are being ran on. See, if it's a woman watching this, or men, you can hear this too. You're running off a program. This whole decentering men, we don't need men, we can do it by ourselves, we're independent, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's all programming. You have to know that. Somebody wants you to think like that. You're not thinking for yourself. Somebody wants you to think like that. Take that into account. I'm not here on my soapbox to say women are evil, men are evil. I'm not here to say that because I believe in healthy relationships. I don't care if it's black and black, white and black, Asian and black, Mexican black, Asian, Mexican. I don't care what it is. Although you don't see that many Asian and Mexican couples. Huh. Weird. Anyway, I believe in love. So what I'm doing is to unmask the real truth, see through the lies, see through the manipulation, and hopefully get people to wake up. So like I said, women decentering men, it's not going to work. It's like you having given somebody the silent treatment who was already silent, and you telling them I'm giving you the silent treatment when they've already just chucked up the deuces. That's how I see the movement about women decentering men. You're making it a priority not to focus on something. Men have just not made it a priority to focus on a certain type of woman. That's it. There's a lot of men out here who still love women. There's a lot of men out here who still want healthy families and relationships and things of that sort. Why do you think they're going to Colombia? Why do you think they're going to Thailand? Why do you think they're going overseas? If men have totally discentered women or through women, they wouldn't be going overseas to go find women. They wouldn't be going to Thailand. They wouldn't be going to all these other countries. So like I said, women decentering men, to me, is nothing but a response to men silently exiting. That's like you quit your job 2 weeks ago and you just ain't show up, and your boss call you and say you fired. Like, motherfucker, ain't you you just now noticing I left? And your boss writing you up and all that, and making a public announcement about you fired and all that, when everybody know you just left, you just ain't come back no more. You went to go find another job. See, it's not that you quit working, you tired of working. No, you just don't like working for this company no more because the efforts that you put in, you don't get nothing back. That's it. So women, in your hearts of hearts, in the middle of the night, when you truly want a relationship, when you truly want that man, whatever the case may be, you have to do the shadow work. You have to look and say, me decentering men is just pushing men further away. Because I'm not even embracing the skills or embracing the things or the traits and the attributes that I need in order to have a healthy relationship. That's it. And if you feel like a relationship is too hard for you to have or for you to gain those skills, then come out and admit it and say that. But don't use decentering men as a front. Don't do that. Because all that's doing is only pushing the real life that you want further away. And I said, me, oh man, I love women. So you're not going to see me say, I'm decentering women or this. No, I'm not. I'm just not going to focus on a certain type of woman. But my life, how I live my life, is still in order to protect, to have provision, to lead. And when that person comes in, be able to lead them. So if my main focus is not necessarily women at this point or a female at this point or companion at this point, does not mean it will be in the future. That's not my main focus. My main focus is my purpose. But in doing so, in focusing on my purpose, it's allowing provision to have that person in there. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? Anyways, this is your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe out there. Love and blessings.